Doing? It is so nice to see everybody. I am live. Hello. Today is Grow Your Group Program Thursday, and I am your host, okay, Lindsay Anderson, a mentor to 6 and 7 figure online coaches building amazing $1 million businesses with their coaching business. And it is so much fun. Hey, Dasha, Daphne, we have so many cool people here. How are you guys doing on this beautiful December 1st? December 1st. It's already December 1st. And today, this is what we're talking about. Okay. First of all, I want to know what one of your favorite holiday traditions is. Can anyone write something in the comment? I would love to know. You know, our elf on the shelf shows up today. Her name is Christmas Carol. I kind of like that tradition. It's fun for the kids every single morning. What do you guys like to do? Tell me in the comments. Hey, everybody on Facebook. It's great to see you. I will tell you what today's topic is, and I'm going to write it on the board. You definitely want to stick around because here's what happens in December. Okay. It's like people turn off and they're spending all their disposable income on presents and festivities. And it can be really, really difficult to close or enroll people into your group coaching program. But that doesn't mean that you should be, closing down the doors in December. There is actually one thing that I recommend every single person do who wants to build their coaching business and prepare their coaching business for January to really hit the ground running. And this one thing that I'm going to tell you about today, and we're going to really dive into, will also be really awesome for you. And you can take some time off as well. And it can really, really fit into your schedule. So being intentional to be thankful, I think that is a beautiful, beautiful tradition. So the number one thing to be doing in December, let's make sure you can see this. Number one action in December. That's what we're talking about today, but I have a few announcements, okay? Go me. Look, I am correct on Instagram. Yay, facing the correct way. So a few things. Next week on December 7th, write this down, December 7th. You do not want to miss my annual Scale Up Masterclass. I give this every single year in December. And really, I'm going to be outlining a plan that will create a crystal clear vision on how you can take your coaching business to the next level in 2023. Here's the thing. There is like this amazing strategic way to do this. And I'm going to outline it. I'm going to tell you what your freebies should be. I'm going to tell you what your mini courses should be. I'm going to tell you what you should be focusing on and where you should be focusing on. And I'm going to outline the entire $1 million coaching funnel for you so that you can have a very, very clear idea on how to actually get your coaching business to the 6 and 7 figure business level. So that is next week, December 7th at 9 a.m. Pacific. If you head on over to timetoscaleup.com, Emily will drop the link here. You can go get registered. Now there's one little thing about this, okay? And I don't want you to be mad at me because I've had a lot of people telling me they're not too happy with this decision, but I'm still going to go ahead and do it. And that is, I am not going to be doing any replays for this masterclass. It's something where I want to connect with everybody. I create an energetic container out there, and it's just a really special, powerful, and amazing time to set some intentions together, to get some real clarity. And I will tell you, okay? I will tell you how to scale up that coaching business with ease, with flow, and with authenticity. That's what we're hitting up next week, December 7th at 9 a.m. I hope you guys can make it. Go get your ticket. It's free. We usually charge $37 for this thing, but it's so important to me to get this information out there that we are going to be doing it for free. So again, that's timetoscaleup.com. One more thing about why I'm doing it for free, you guys. Please listen up. Okay. The coaching industry is exploding, and 2023 is going to be an amazing time to be a coach. As you guys know, the world is in like a lot of upheaval. But on the other side of that, there is a lot of abundance showing up for people, especially people like coaches, people who can go and help other individuals find peace, clarity, money, time, freedom, impact in their lives. So the people who follow me, my coaching clients, my mentor, or my mentees, are those coaches that are helping people through divorce, helping people build businesses, helping people raise children, helping people find that internal peace, how we're all turning inside, because that's how we are going to make this world a better place. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm so dang passionate about it. And if I can give you the information to help you take your message and your transformational process and your message out to the world and make a bigger impact, then I am super fulfilled, because that is what I want to do. So, hey, everybody, who's here? Can I get some hey from me here? I would love to see you. I see a lot of people on Instagram and YouTube. So glad to see you guys. So let's get to the topic at hand. Okay. The topic at hand, here we go, is what do we do in December? Now, I don't recommend doing a lot of launches in December. I would recommend doing, hey, Vicky, how's it going? I would recommend doing, if you are in my coaching program or you have heard me talk about invite-only events, definitely do some invite-only events and stuff in December, but it can definitely be a little bit difficult to enroll people in December. So what is a coach to do? Well, let's go over real quick what your options are when it comes to finding clients online. Okay. Number one, these are really your only options. SEO, search engine optimization. You don't want to do that. That's going to take 9 months. Plus, we can't do that in December. So see you later, SEO. What's next? Ads. I can hear you groaning through my microphone. Now, I am a huge fan of ads. And there is a place for sure in your coaching business for ads, but that is somewhere around the $500,000 mark, honestly, okay? Because with the state of ads right now, if you're going to spend more than 500 bucks, you need to be able to track a return on your investment on those ads. So you really do need to have an agency run those so that you understand the tech, you understand the messaging, and you can get a real ROI out of those. Now, you don't want to be running any ads in December because everyone else is. So let's not run any ads in December, okay? Well, launches. I already mentioned this. You don't really want to launch in December. It's hard to gather a bunch of people. And even if you did, those enrollment calls are going to be a little tricky because people's disposable income is going to holiday festivities. So you always want to set up your launch to the best time that your audience is going to be ready and wanting to invest in personal development. Okay. So there's that. We got social media, which I'm going to put a little asterisk by because that has a little bit of something to do with what I'm going to talk about today. Okay. And that is, so social media is pretty good. And I would recommend doing some social media through December for sure. However, the number one thing you need to be doing in December is this: relationships. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what to do and what I mean by this after I really screw up this R. Okay. That is just a heck of an R. This is what I want you to know about relationships. First of all, December is a great time to develop relationships with people. And that is because people want to be like talking and people have some time on their calendars. And it's just a really good time of year to develop some relationships. And I have to tell you something. When I work with my team and we develop a strategy for 2023, the number one thing is not any of that besides this, because this is where you are going to get the most bang for your buck in the transformational coaching business. I want to say hey to a few people. Mike, so nice to see you. Daphne, very nice to see you. Shauna and Mike, So glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for joining me today on Grow Your Group Thursday. So, relationships. Now, I don't want you just going out making relationships. We want to be strategic about it. And that's what I teach. So, let's talk about relationships and what to strategically do in December to set yourself up for January. What is it? First of all, what are the benefits? What could you possibly do with an amazing relationship? Well, if you find the right relationships, okay, then especially in the transformational coaching business, it's going to be very easy for you to find other people who aren't necessarily teaching what you teach, but are helping very, very similar people. So let me give you a quick example of this, okay? How many of you know my friend, Mary Lou Rodriguez, okay? The number one money hypnosis expert in the whole wide world, okay? She's amazing. Go and look her up. She teaches an amazing program called HypnoThrive. Well, Mary Lou and I are friends. And so what does Mary Lou do? Mary Lou helps people. She teaches them how to, gives them a tool in their tool belt called hypnosis. And a lot of those people are coaches. Now, she will provide them with this tool of hypnosis and she teaches them really, really well how to use it. But her specialty isn't necessarily helping these coaches go out and then market their new skill. So I hooked up with my dear friend Mary Lou, and my audience, okay, of coaches could definitely use Mary Lou's tool of hypnosis because that's just going to help you with transformational coaching and getting a bigger transformation for your clients. But then I can help Mary Lou's clients by helping them market their brand new tool in their tool belt. Does that make sense? And so when we talk about relationships, you have got to do this thing with intent. Intent. I will tell you how to get the most out of every single networking opportunity, okay? And that is going in with intent, that you go in and you have a very, very clear image of the kind of people that you are looking to network with, okay? Don't just show up and talk to anyone. Of course you can, but really go to those networking events. Be in those Facebook groups of people who are for sure your target market, okay? So you want to go in with intent. You want to ask yourself, what kind of people should I be connecting with? And then literally, guys, make a list of those individuals. Go and hunt them out. Go to networking events in your city of other people who are teaching what you teach and get to know people. Put yourself out there, okay? And it's so important to do with intent. You write down the people that you want to meet and who they are and why you want to meet them, okay? Energetically, when you write stuff down, okay, where intent, what does it say? Where attention goes, energy flows. And the process of writing it down, the process of being like, I'm going to go with intent to meet lots of other coaches and be part of this community, okay? You always want, so you want to make a list or be clear, make a list. Be clear of who you are trying to meet. Okay. That does not mean you are inauthentic. That just means you're full of intent and you want to meet the right people. Okay. Next up, you want to add value. One of the best ways to make a relationship with someone is as you build up your Rolodex. And I'm dead serious about you guys building up a Rolodex, okay? I have a list in my phone and I've titled it my $1 million Rolodex. And all of the people that I meet that are like my people, okay? They get the label $1 million Rolodex in my phone because that's how serious I am about relationships. That's how serious I am about tracking these individuals and their contact information. And that's how much I want to think about them. And when you go in with intent like that, okay, your eyes will open up and you will see opportunity everywhere in your experience of amazing, amazing, powerful, amazing people that you can connect with. But it all starts with intent. And when you have intent, your experience changes, okay? The other thing, I was going to tell you about adding value. This is my favorite way to add value for somebody is as I have $1 million Rolodex and as I start talking to other people, okay, other women that this person needs to meet starts coming to mind, men and women, okay, coming to mind. This is one of the best ways to add value in a network, okay? Hey, Mary Lou. I know I'm talking about her a lot today. She's pretty awesome. Hey, Mary Lou, do you want to meet my friend, Dill Ward? You guys should absolutely meet because I think you guys can make some great magic together. This adds so much value. And it's not talking about what you can do or your salesmanship or anything like that. And so that is one of my ninja tricks for when I go to networking events. I'm always thinking, who can I be a connector with of people? Okay. That's the other thing. Regardless of who you're already networked with, one of the ways to best network with people is to reach out and be like, is there anyone that you think I should get to know? Could you set up a quick Zoom call with me? You have to remember this about coaching, and I'm going to write it right here. I hope you can all see it. Okay. Conversations equals clients. And I'm not, and some of these conversations, if you get the right kind of network going, those conversations can create a lot of clients because of referrals and people, people referring you is one of the most powerful ways to enroll people into your group coaching program. Is this making sense? Give me some yeses in the comments so I can make sure that I'm in the right room. I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people here. Give me some yeses in the comments if this is making sense. So as you're going into December, thank you, Vicky. My biggest piece of advice, I know things can be a little bit dead, okay, is to say, how many conversations can I have this month? Maybe you do 5 a week and you start reaching out and you make yourselves a goal, okay? And you're like, I'm going to reach out to these people, and you don't have an agenda outside of just meeting up with someone. And really, your attitude going into those meetings, those connection calls is like, how can I help this person? And I don't want it to be something like, how can I help them so that then they'll buy my program? I'm talking about you show up in a attitude of service. And when you do that, those sparks fly with connections, okay? And when sparks fly with connections, a lot of magic can happen in January because then you can start planning dual webinars, or I'll email my list if you email yours, and on and on and on. It amplifies everything. It's way more. I would rather have, okay, one solid relationship than running an entire ad campaign for $10,000. Okay. So if you're sitting around being like, I can't run ads, I don't have 10,000 bucks. I'm here to tell you a good relationship will net way more than a $10,000 ad campaign. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Ange says, sent mail to my list and got loads of responses. Ange, I'm so proud of you. Ange is in my Content That Converts program. She is taking the world by storm. Okay. So if I were you, and this is also my December, okay? This is my December. I'm not just telling you to do stuff I'm not doing. I don't do that, okay? I have so many freaking conversations set up in December, and I'm stoked. And not only that, I'm going to at least 5 in-person networking events. Some are big, some are small, okay? Doesn't matter to me. But that's what I'm doing in December. I'm very, very intentful. And then in January, when it comes time to really scale up and to really make plans, okay, I'm going to have a lot of connections that I can turn to say, how can we be mutually beneficial here? Does that make sense? Are you guys in? Are you guys in on this? Okay. So there's something else that you really need to know. The other thing about relationships, okay, and this is good for social media. This is my best advice for social media, okay, social media platforms, and anywhere you go, you always want to go deep, not wide, okay? Write this down. Deep, not wide. What does that mean? I would way rather you have 10 solid relationships with people you check in with, that you're kind of friends with, that you know each other, okay, than 100 that barely know you. And the same goes for social media. If you're all over the place on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and all the places, and you're not there creating conversation with people who respond to your comments, or you're not in other Facebook groups, or you're not actually making legitimate connections on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you're at, most people go wide and they just put their content out there, and a bunch of people like it over here, and some people like it over here and over here. And then they don't really like pay attention to who's liking anything or commenting. But I'm here to tell you, if you focus on one and only one platform, I know it goes against everything people want to do about spreading their message everywhere. But if you focus on one and only one platform, okay, where you get your clients and you perfect that platform and how you show up and your messaging and how you're getting clients on that, then you can tackle the next platform. Please, if you take any advice from me today, pick one platform and do that. Okay? Because why? Because that's how you create relationships on a social media platform. It's not by being everywhere all the time. It's about being in one place and making your presence known on one social media platform. Make sense? Okay, quick commercial. I hope you guys will go. I want you to know something else about going to these events, okay? Quick commercial. Make sure that you mark your calendar for next week, December 7th at 9 a.m. Okay, that's my masterclass. That's my Scale It Up in 2023 masterclass. Go to timetoscaleup.com. You do not want to miss this. There will be no replay. 9 to 10:30. You will have a clear vision on exactly what you need to do going into 2023. Okay, I hope you guys can join me. Hey, everybody, it's so nice to see everybody. Thank you for hopping in today. So there's one more thing. So you're going to go to an event. First of all, go out to Eventbrite, go to Facebook, see what local events. Here's the thing about networking. It can be hard on social media to reach out to someone new because they'll all think you're some spammer. When you go to an in-person networking event, okay, and you meet people face to face, it's way easier to create rapport. And rapport is exactly what you're shooting for on these relationships. And so a face-to-face meeting, one networking event in your town, okay, you can create rapport with people, and then you can take that online and be introducing each other to take that online to scale it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So number one, attend events. Of course, that's how you do it. Okay. Number two, you're going to choose a goal. Every time I go to an event, I go in with a goal, because that's just how the universe works, okay? When we have intent and we subconsciously prepare our mind, listen, I'm going to go to this event, okay? I'm going to envision going to this event. I'm going to go, I'm going to be confident, and I'm going to meet some really amazing people that can help me amplify my message and the right connections to help me build my business. And I sit there and I think about it, and I have intent about how this networking event is going to go down. Does that make sense? And I think about it. That's what intent is. That's why athletes, there is scientific proof that running a scenario in your mind as an athlete is almost as beneficial as doing it physically. And so I take this networking stuff very seriously, because it can make you a great deal of money if you do it with intent. And so, yeah, before I head to any networking event, I close my eyes and I run through, how am I going to show up? Which is my final lesson for today, which is attend events, choose a goal, and this is so important. Know your worth. Okay. Being a networker is a state of being. It's not something that you do. You want to put this label on yourself. I'm a networker. I have value. People want to meet me. When people meet me, I benefit them. They want to meet me. I know it can be hard when you go to a networking event and I don't know who these people are and they don't know me, and you can kind of show up a little bit small. And so I just want to cover something as a reminder, okay? I'm going to put this up here. Know your worth. This is how the universe works, but it's also just like how showing up in a room full of people, not being as confident as you might want to be, works. Okay. So when you go into a networking event, and you're kind of small, you're showing up as a small B, and you're like, I don't know who these people are. I don't really feel like going. I'm not going to be my super powerful self. I'm here to tell you that is the exact experience that you're going to have at that networking event. Okay. Because that's how you're going to show up. And that's exactly how those individuals are going to perceive you. Now, are you going to get connections and stuff that way? Sure. But can you get even more powerful connections if you go in with intent and know your worth? That people who are meeting you are very lucky. And it is a big gift that they are meeting you. I'm telling you guys, if you go into a networking event knowing your worth, your success rate on relationships and meaningful, promising, abundant connections will increase 10 times. Try it. Try it. Okay. This works for both in person and Zoom events, by the way. Okay. So if you remember the be do have model real quick, most people who are in business, and the way the culture has basically told us how we build businesses, and most of our parents and our communities growing up was like, if you're going to have a business, okay, you're going to have to work hard. It's going to be really difficult. You're going to have to like scrape by, and you're going to have to, you're just going to have to like blood, sweat, and tears this thing in order for you to actually have a successful business. Thank you for the truth there. I appreciate that. Okay. And so if you follow Gary Vee, which I'm a big Gary Vee fan, no shade to Gary Vee, he's very much in this do place. Most people will be like, if I do the things that I have to do, then I will have the business that I want. So if you listen to Gary Vee, he says, get off your butt and do what needs to be done. Who cares what you feel about it? Just do the thing. Who cares? Do it. And I definitely got far in my business doing it. Okay. That didn't sound very good. But I did, okay? And I would wake up, and it doesn't matter how you feel, and you just do the thing. In fact, I prided myself that on for so long, okay? And I kind of sort of had the business I wanted, but it seemed pretty tenuous. It seemed like it could slip away at any time. And not only that, I was not happy, okay? Because all I was doing was a whole bunch of stuff I didn't want to do, and it was really painful, and the payoff was pretty low, okay? And so here's the secret. And this blew my mind when I realized it and believed it. And here's the situation about universal laws, you guys. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. This is just how the world works. Here's a shortcut. In fact, I'm going to get out my orange magic marker, and I'm putting the word hack right here. Here is a hack, okay? To getting the business that you want and getting what you want out of those networking events. And that is B. If you are, there's more to this model. So if you do the things, okay, if you do the things that Gary Vee says, then you can have the business that that you want, right? The $1 million coaching business by doing these things. And then you can be a $1 million confident, amazing business owner who shows up on the cover of Forbes. But it just doesn't work like that, okay? Instead, here is the hack. Focus on the B. And that's exactly what I was telling you to do when I said you show up to these networking events with intent. You channel yourself and you say, I am confident. I am awesome. I'm going to walk in there because I know my value. And I know anyone that I meet will also benefit from meeting me. And so you walk into all of those networking events knowing this and being that person. Okay. You got to put your pants on for that networking event as that $1 million business owner. If you're not there yet, how would a $1 million business owner put on her pants? How would a $1 million business owner walk into this networking event? What would a $1 million business owner say to this person who came up and shook my hand? If you continually have that in your head as you approach networking, I'm telling you guys, okay, your business and your $1 million Rolodex will explode with the right contacts. Okay. So figure out what you want to be, whether that is $1 million business owner, someone who changes the world with an impactful methodology coaching business that has endless coaching clients coming to them and does not even need, only wants these relationships because you get fulfillment from relationships. You don't need anything. You're out there looking for opportunity. There's a big difference. And so you walk into those networking events like that, thinking about the B, guys, let me know how that goes because it is a hack of all hacks right there. All right. So that's what I got for you. Don't forget. So that's what I got for you today. So in summary, this is what you want to be doing in December. Okay. You want to see if there's any live networking events for your people. Here's the thing. You guys are all transformational coaches. Okay. There is a lot of coaching type of events in your area. I just know there is. Go to Eventbrite, go to Facebook and say, hey, does anybody in the Portland, Oregon area know of some amazing networking events or amazing events that I could go to and meet some really awesome people who fill in the blank? And then you go to an event or two. Okay. And then you set up your calendar with some coffee chats and you make a personal goal. I want to have 3 coffee chats this week. Okay. There's no, you want to go in and just this relationship will be whatever it needs to be. And I will provide value here. You do that and you spend December talking. You spend December building your $1 million Rolodex. 2023, all of your goals and dreams can definitely come to fruition. Power, Erin, is that you? Power, Portland, Oregon Women Entrepreneur Roundtable is a great local event. You know what, Erin? I don't know if that's Erin or somebody else here in Portland, but I just registered for that this morning. So there you go. Okay. See, there you go. There's the event I signed up for. So that's what I got for you guys. Okay. So go do that. Let me know if you need any help. Make some comments. We can get back to you on those. All right. What's up next? Make sure you're signed up for Scale Up in 2023 by going to timetoscaleup.com. There is no replay. Just join me live in the Zoom room from 9 to 10:30, and I will make it very clear how you can have more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact in 2023. Okay, Stacy, awesome. I'll see you at that event, Stacy. I can't wait to hear you speak. Okay, that's what I got for you. Thank you so much for joining me on Grow Your Group Program Thursday, and I will see you guys next week. All right.